Arkansas traveling to number 16 Oklahoma State to take on the Cowboys in Stillwater. A lot of respect being given to Arkansas here, which I get it, but also at the same time, beating up on an FCS opponent like that isn't necessarily an indicator of great success, but it is nice to see 70 dropped. I understand how that feels. And Taylon Green was a very under the radar transfer last year that people didn't pay attention to. Good player at Boise State, was injured, but ending up at Arkansas was a huge win for them, regardless of how this game plays out. But Arkansas leads the all-time series 30 to 15 to 1. They haven't played since 1980. Used to be played pretty annually back in the day, but the key here, which this is going to be short and sweet for this game, it's all about if Arkansas can score early. Can you get out early? Because when Oklahoma State has to play from behind, all four of their losses last year, basically Ollie Gordon having to try to do catch-up work never really happened because you could limit them because you know what they're going to do. He had just 11 and a half carries and 48 yards in all four of their losses last year. Now, you do have a good-sized defense up front, and Mike Gundy has even pointed to that, and he pointed last year how you had close games. But here's the thing. A lot of teams every year lose close games, so it's not necessarily an indicator of you could go back and pick all these games here, but at the end of the day, you still finish with the record that you had. So, I mean, the year Nebraska was like 3-9 or whatever, they had a ton of one possession games. They're not a good football team. You can flip losses for teams that win and try to say they're bad football teams. So I'm not trying to belittle Arkansas necessarily here, but I just don't see the only way I think Arkansas wins is if you go up like 14-0 early or something like that, because you need to make Oklahoma State try to play catch up, because with the experience on the offensive line, Ollie Gordon, Bowman can throw if he needs to. He's actually not that bad. That some people like to joke on him, but he's really not that bad. He's a very serviceable quarterback. Oklahoma State, I think I'm going with the more veteran team here. I'm going with the coach I trust more, the more veteran team, the team with the best weapon. Taylon Green, I think, can be fun, but honestly, I just don't see this game playing out that way. I just see Ollie Gordon being able to probably take over. Last week, Taylon Green's basically going to have like, I don't know, a Heisman caliber game. He's going to have a crazy performance for the Razorbacks to win on top of getting out early, in my opinion. The wear and tear is going to be too much by Oklahoma State, though. I think they lay on them slowly. It's just going to be a slow transition, and then at the end of the game, you're kind of going to be like, that game really wasn't as close as I thought, and I think Oklahoma State's just going to overpower them. I'm giving a prediction of Oklahoma State 42, Arkansas 20. No hate to Arkansas. I really do hope y'all keep getting better, because when Arkansas is good, college football is a lot better, but this game, I think, is just too tall of a task. I understand the hype. There's a lot of football left, but this is a tough one, especially playing in Stillwater. Some of the most underrated fans in the country. Give me Oklahoma State by 22.